today I'm going to tell you why you should stop watching me. So you're a producer, an engineer, you're watching this channel because you think that by watching it and by following my tips you're going to be able to master your own songs. It's the worst thing you could ever do. You need to concentrate on what you're good at. Now, for an example of this, I fell into mastering by accident. I fell into it early 90s. I wouldn't have done mastering. I wanted to work in a studio. I didn't know what mastering was. I did it, and I've always been paid for it. I used to be paid as a employee, and now I'm obviously freelance. I just ended up being my job, which I was, very fortunate because it's something that I enjoy doing, or found out I enjoyed doing once I started doing it and got good at it, and then carried on. People think that you can just do a bit of everything. Now, this is such a bad mentality to have. When you think about it, you've got a window of opportunity as a producer, songwriter, singer. That window, your age, now I can say this because I'm, nearing my late 20s, that window of opportunity is going to close. And I've said this to loads of producers and writers that have come in, and they've wanted to be a producer and they're a great DJ, but they're getting on a bit. They're not too young. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't do things, and I'm not saying that, but if you want to, I'm talking about if you want to do something professionally, if you want to earn money at it. Now, if you want to do it as a hobby, fine, do whatever you want, and hopefully these videos will help you achieve that. But if you want to do it, if you want to do anything in music or in life, anything in music, from my experience, you have to concentrate on one thing. Ed Sheeran doesn't try and produce his own music. Ed Sheeran doesn't try to become a mastering engineer. Ed Sheeran doesn't become a recording artist. A recording engineer, sorry. He just concentrates on writing songs and then getting other people involved to help him get those songs out into the world. Now, he's got loads of... Let me break him down for you, for example, because I know a little bit of his history because I've sort of followed it as he was coming up. He hangs out with a load of the Boy Better Know lot, who I know quite well. He always was this guy that just wrote and wrote and wrote songs. And then because he also had to get in with other people, market himself, just get out there, talk to people. If you spend all your time, if he had spent all of his time sitting there writing a song, then learning how to produce it, then learning how to mix it, then learning how to master it, then learning how to promote it, he'd have been there forever, and he would never be where he is now. Whether he knew it or not, he stuck to just what he was good at. He honed it, he did it every day. Now, the only reason I'm good at mastering is because I've done it every day for 20 odd years. And so that's the only way you get good at something. Do one thing. Your brain can only handle one thing, and to do that one thing well. If you've got, it's monogamy basically, if you've got 5 girls on the go, it's a nightmare to try and organise that and try and work it all out and things, and you're never going to put enough energy into that one girl that's going to make your life great and make your relationship great. So it's the same with when you're doing a job, or especially with mastering. Just do the one thing. Keep at it. Go every day. Read about it, obsess about it. It should be everything you think about all the time. How am I going to get better at it? How am I going to get better at it? Who am I talking to? I've done that, but I say I've done this. I haven't meant to do it. For me, it's just happened because I was in there doing it as a job. So I'm talking to people all the time, and then you get an interest, and then I want to know more, and then I want to know how he did that, and what bit of kit makes that sound, and why does it make that sound, and adding that bit to that bit does that, and this is why that sounds good, and this is why I don't have to do that, and this is on and on and on. So what I'm trying to say to you is you have to be obsessed with one thing. Just one thing. Get totally obsessed with it. And remember, this is only if you want to make money at it. Be a songwriter, be a producer, be a mix engineer. You can't be a mix engineer and a mastering engineer. Forget it. Just be a really good mix engineer. Speak to other mix engineers. Mix things for nothing. Just obsess over mixing. Find out why someone's getting a good sound, how they're getting a good sound, their whole history, how another break mixes down, reverse engineer mixes. it's the same for if you're writing songs. Don't, you know, I think you get my point anyway. You've just got to get stuck into one thing. And it drives me crazy that somebody who's writing songs doesn't then think it's worth the investment to go and find people to help them. You've only got so much time, you've got such a small window of opportunity. If you're a songwriter or an engineer, it's going to happen to you in your 20s, in your 30s. You get into your 40s, forget it. It's not going to happen. You need to be young, you need to be out there, you need to be speaking to people, you need to be working with bands, you need to be you know, networking, building up your profile. You can't do that in your 40s and 50s. And you know, unless you're sitting on your own in your mum's house still, and then really you're not very good at networking anyway, and you probably haven't gone that far in life, so you're not really going to go that far in life. So what I'm saying is, obsess on one thing. Don't try and be everything. Pay other people to do the other things. Build relationships with them. Do things for them if you can't afford to pay them. Help them out. There's something that you can do for them that they'd want. Do their social media for them if it means that it helps you get what you want out of them. If you're a producer and you're producing music but you're rubbish at mixing, you know, don't sit there obsessing over mixing, obsess over producing, and then pay somebody else to do something for you. It's really important. I hope this helps. And please leave any comments you've got. Please share and subscribe, and give me any questions, and I'm more than happy to answer. Thanks for watching. Bye.